we are on the go often with our 3 young kids. So I'm sharing our top ways that we keep our kids entertained. Hi, I'm Reagan, and I share tips for traveling and getting out with your kids. We have 3 kids, an almost 4-year-old, a 2.5-year-old, and then a 6-month-old. And we travel all the time. We have a vacation rental business, so we're often visiting properties in different states. And we just enjoy traveling, so we are on the go often with our 3 young kids. So I'm sharing our top ways that we keep our kids entertained when we're in the car. Some of these apply to flying, but most of them apply to road trips, or if you're visiting family, staying in a hotel, whatever it may be. First up, we have finger puppets. We have a lot of different variations. We have a Paw Patrol set, a dinosaur set, and then this little set from IKEA. These are great if you are in the car or in an airplane or even out to dinner. These are fun to play and like pretend play with your kids with them, or they can just play with them themselves. And they're really small, easy to pack up. Next up, we have flashcards. Dollar Tree is a good place to get flashcards. They have a lot of variety. Something I like to do with the flashcards is keep them on a little ring like this. That way the kids can look through them and they aren't flying all over the car or the airplane floor. We recently got this set of flashcards. It comes with this little player. They are in this bag, and the kids can stick the cards into the slot and then it reads off the word for them. Next up, we have activity books. We have a lot of different variations of these. This one is a felt Montessori book, so there's different things they can do throughout it. We have this little preschool kit, comes in a bag, and it has all these, it has markers, little stickers, and then different activities. This one has a lot of pieces that often end up all over the car floor, but it does keep them entertained for a really long time. We get these little sticker kits from the Target dollar spot a lot. They can color in them. There's like the Color Wonder, Color Wow ones. This one is a sticker one. We have one of these preschool wipe clean books. Next, we have books. My kids will look at books in the car for a really long time. There are a couple different types of books I like to bring. If I'm going to bring just like a basic book, I want it to be kind of thin. These thin ones are really nice. These Indestructibles are awesome for all ages, even babies and young toddlers, because they can eat them, they can try to rip them, they're not going to break. They truly are indestructible. And my kids surprisingly love reading these books, even though they're really simple. Books with songs or music or sounds, these entertain my kids the longest. If you can withstand the noise, probably not the best for an airplane, but really great for in the car if you don't mind listening to it the whole time. And then interactive books, things where they can touch and feel or lift the flaps, typically going to entertain them for longer. We have a couple of these Me Reader books are really nice. It comes with a set of books, and then the kids select the book and then match up. Like this one is the yellow, so they would push the yellow and then it reads the page to them. Even my 2-year-old, who doesn't really understand the concept of this, still loves listening to this and looking through the books. Another thing we really like to do is we'll play a book on our radio. So I'll just look up a read aloud of Little Blue Truck on YouTube and then hook it up to my car, and then it plays through the radio. And along those same lines, we have a TONIE box, another big hit in the car and on the go. We like to take this on walks a lot too. And it's kind of like their own version of a podcast. It'll read a story to them, or some of them sing songs. There's tons of different characters you can get. There's also a thing called a YOTO player that's a very similar concept, but it has cards and would be a little bit easier to take on a plane. Both of them have the ability to have headphones plugged in. I don't always bring these things, but on our last trip I brought these Cocomelon toys, and it actually kept them entertained for a really long time, even though once again it plays the lovely loud tones and music. So if you can withstand these, they were doing some karaoke in the car for quite a long time on our last road trip. I love magnet toys for in the car, on the airplane, restaurants, anything like that. This one is really cool if you have older kids and you're going on a road trip. There's little pieces that you can mark off which license plates you see along your road trip. But I just love using these type of tins for other magnets as well. Like we have these dinosaur ones. We have these blocks, Tegu. They're really cool. It's a whole set, but I can't find them right now. but we have these ones that they play with on here, and then magnetiles, great for building on this because the pieces aren't falling all over the place. It gives them a nice base, and then it keeps everything kind of contained in here. This is probably one of the most important things we bring everywhere we go. We take it on road trips, we take it to the park, we take it to friends' houses, pretty much everywhere we go, this thing comes with us. Just make sure it's always fully loaded with different options. I love these window clings. They're really great if they can reach like the airplane window or the car window, or even sometimes they'll just set them out and play with them like this. But I especially love these if we're going to family's house or a vacation rental or a hotel or whatever it may be. These are a great toy to bring along. They can play with on a sliding glass door or window or something, and it can keep them entertained for a long time. It takes them a long time to put every single one of these on the window, so good way to keep them entertained. We have this little backpack, and I always let my toddlers bring this along when we go places, restaurants, in the car, trips, whatever, and I let them pack it up with some of their favorite toys. This is an interesting one. So they put whatever they want in here, and then they take it out and play. If we're waiting in an airport, if we're even in the car, they'll get this out and play with it. I think it's really good to let them pack whatever they want in here, because then it's exciting and they get to choose it, and hopefully that means it'll keep them more entertained for longer. A little car mat or something like this is nice if you have kids who like playing with cars. This one folds up super small, and we've used this a lot in the airport or if we're staying in a hotel, things like that. Another little trick that we've done a few times is we'll bring some of these paper sacks. This is if we're going on a longer road trip and we need to get the boys out and then get them back in the car. We'll bring this, and then sometimes I'll go to Dollar Tree and buy like a little prize or something, or honestly a lot of times we just put in here little snacks in here or toys that they already have at home, and they get to open up the prize each time we have to get back in the car. And you can make this as simple or as extravagant as you want. Like I said, you can just use toys you already have or buy little things, little snacks, stickers. Just a good incentive to get them back in the car and keep them entertained for a little bit once you start going again. Last, I want to share just a couple of ways that we keep our baby entertained in the car. She's only 6 months old, but she's really getting to the point where she needs entertained more. So we have some of these little toys that can hang on her car seat. Those are always fun. Just little teethers are always great. We usually bring a few of these, pacifiers. Honestly, like an empty water bottle and a snack wrapper keeps her entertained the longest, but I like to have a few toys also. This little spinner thing is really fun on the airplane or on the car window. Actually, all my kids like playing with this. And then I just took everything out of this bag. I love this thing. I can pack her little toys in here, and then when we get to where we're going, you just unvelcro the sides, and it's a nice little play mat, so you can ensure you have a pretty clean spot for your baby to play wherever you go. All right, we got a new addition here. This is one of the prizes that he got in his paper sack on our last road trip. But those are our tried and true favorites for keeping our kids entertained in the car. Like I said, most of these apply to like the preschool toddler age, but can be for a little bit older and younger as well. And there's so many different things out there that you can buy to keep your kids entertained, but these are the things that we always bring and consistently work for us. They're simple, not super expensive, easy to pack, don't make a big mess. So I hope they work for you as well. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. Happy travels.